Hello everyone, welcome back to another Magic the Gathering Commander review. We're in the Ice Age set, we're almost done with the Ice Age set, and we are talking about Marton Stromgald, or Stromgald, today, who is a legendary human knight, and I think this is going to be a very fun commander, by the way. It is a 1/1 that costs 2 generic and 2 red mana to play, and it has 2 lines of text. And I'm going to read the current Oracle text, not what you see on the card. Whenever Marton Stromgald attacks, other attacking creatures you control get +1/+1 until end of turn for each attacking creature other than Marton Stromgald. Whenever Marton Stromgald blocks, other blocking creatures get +1/+1 until end of turn for each blocking creature other than Marton Stromgald. So pretty much, if you attack with Marton, everyone but Marton is going to get bigger. If you block with Marton, everyone but Marton is going to get bigger. Which is cool and sad, because Marton doesn't boost himself up for power and toughness, just the rest of the board. So if you're not careful, it's very much a glass cannon, one-time use deal. But it is a great power-up for your board. And it's in mono red. Usually you'd see that effect in green, so this is really cool. No card rulings, very straightforward. I chose Helm of the Host, and this is going to be with one of the deck ideas that I talk about later, but Helm of the Host will allow you to make copies of Marton Stromgald, and each one of those will see each other, and so they'll help each other out, and this would be a way to get around the fact that he's a 1/1, because normally that one card doesn't give itself +1/+1 for attacking or blocking. However, the card next to it will, even though it is also called Marton Stromgald. It's only worried about the card itself. So if you have more Marton Stromgalds in play, they do actually help each other. They just don't see themselves as the individual cards, but they will count the other ones in effect with themselves, which is really cool. You can go exponentially insane with this card and Marton. The deck that I am using Marton in is a extra combat deck in mono red, because if I'm going to use Marton, I'm going to try and use it as much as possible. Even if he gets destroyed in the first combat, getting that extra boost in the first one and then untapping and attacking again with your giant board state. Hopefully Marton stays in the play and you just keep racking up the damage with every combat step. And that's all this deck is. Get creatures into play, give them haste, get some value out of it, and attack as much as possible. This could be a fun Pillow Fort, Goading, Monarch, Initiative Commander. Again, this is one of those things where like you could do multiple different deck ideas depending on how you want to build Marton, which I think is very cool. And yeah, so there's a little bit of Monarch, there's a little bit of Defender Tribal, there's a little bit of the kind of group slug, group hug, or stop hitting yourself style in this deck. It would be a lot of fun because it's more of a defensive control deck rather than a aggro deck. And then, of course, going back to our Helm of the Host, build a deck that's all about getting multiple copies of Marton Stromgald into play. And give them protection from themselves, get rid of that pesky legendary rule, find ways to populate the board with more Martons in play, and just take advantage of having an army of cloned Martons in play and just storm the board and rush it. I think this would be so funny to see, is a clone deck of Marton Stromgald just overwhelming the board with himself. That would be so great. And that is going to do it for Marton Stromgald. Swing hard, swing fast, deal lots of damage, and don't die. Have a lot of protection for this commander, because you will need it. And you're in mono red, so it's not going to be that easy. Have a lot of cool equipment. And the weakness of Marton is, by himself, Marton Stromgald is just a 1/1. So, you know, you really got to protect it. Give it indestructible. Give it hexproof. Have some great equipment to do that, so you can take advantage of those attack and blocking triggers with Marton Stromgald. And then just overwhelm the board and deal a lot of damage. Have some quick games. and become the archenemy of the table. Let me know in the comments below if there's anything I missed, if there's any ideas or synergies that I didn't talk about that you guys know of or that you play with. And let me know what you guys think about this commander. I'm very excited to play with Marton Stromgald. I like doing combat, I like fighting, and I can't wait to use Marton in that deck. If you want to see more of these videos, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and hit the bell to get notified when more videos come out. And as always, I'll see you in the next one. Bye!